Oh, I forgot to. Hey, welcome, welcome. Shit. Okay, I can't do anything with it now. Welcome, everybody. Can you guys hear me? I can't. I don't know. How's it going? Awesome. Good. Okay. I never know. Sometimes it doesn't. YouTube will be like, no, you can't. We're not gonna let you talk. We know you want to, but no. Negative. What do you mean you quit YouTube for a little bit? What does that mean? What's up, Ruka? How'd you do on your competition, or do you know yet? I'm tired of single crochets right now. Oh no, why did it get canceled? That's not cool. Why did it get canceled? What happened? Oh, wow, that sucks. That sucks. I'm sorry. I'm not really getting any attention on the channel like most. I'm kind of confused. I'm sorry about that. That sucks. What up, Monkey? How you doing? I'm sorry that it got canceled. That's I knew you were looking forward to it. Or we're definitely excited. I've only done one art competition in my whole life, and that was A couple years ago, I did one for like the first convention I ever set up at. I did an art competition for that one. I got third place, so that's awesome. Kind of shocked still that I got third place on that one. Not because of skill or lack of skill or whatever. It's literally I painted something at like 3 o'clock in the morning the night before the competition and still got third place. And that's pretty fucking great. And then the two girls that did beat me, one of them did stuff in oil paint that was amazing. And the other girl did something in acrylic and oil, I think it was. But both of them took like, one took like 3 weeks for her to do, and the other one took like 3 months or something. So, because the oil didn't want to dry and the humidity and all that kind of stuff. So, the fact that they beat me, and I felt kind of bad about it because they had done a lot more work than I did, and all. So, but their work was really, really pretty. I've got a lot of lore. I mean, I've got a lot of history, unfortunately. I've lived some life, you know. Part of the joys of being older, I guess. The thing that I think is scary, Asher, though, I just thought about it, which what you said about art competitions being scary, is you never know what they're actually judging on, I think, is part of the issue. Is they say that it's this or that or whatever, but it kind of always feels like more so than picking and choosing what they want to see or think they need to see as a judge, I guess. So I don't know how to explain that better. Anyway, what up, Lily? Paul, how you doing? Oh, that sucks. I'm sorry. What was the competition based on? What was the subject, or what was the subject for it? That's neat. Just talking about art competitions and different, stuff like that right now, really. Uh, Ruka was supposed to have an art competition the other day, and the school canceled it, or it didn't happen. So we were talking about that, and then saying how I'd done an art competition once. I got third place in it, but I literally decided to do the competition the night before the competition, and I did a painting of Spike Spiegel from Cowboy Bebop. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, 8 competitions. What up, Zubel? How you doing? You've done like 8 art competitions? That's crazy. It's a crazy amount. I've only, like I said, I've only ever done one, but that's the only one I ever thought of. I've looked into doing like other ones that they have every now and then, but like the reason I have not done them is all of them that I've seen are always like money grab things. Like they're just there. It's just you got to pay so much money for your application fee, and you got to pay so much money for to send the stuff in for each submission and whatever else. It's a pain in the ass. So I've not tried any of the like art competition stuff that's here in Las Vegas that I see all the time. Plus, none of those competitions. What's the word I'm looking for? None of them really make sense. They're like 12 inches of this, and it's talking about the canvas size or whatever, but it doesn't tell me what you're wanting me to draw or paint or make on said canvas. So, oh, it's all good, Zubel. What up, Mike or Riley? How you doing? Hell yeah, two's awesome. 2 out of 8's not bad. It's Bub from Day of the Dead. Okay. Uh, what do you mean you're doing fan art for nothing, just for fun? Well, I feel like that too sometimes, so don't feel bad. I feel like I'm doing this art for nothing. So, quite a bit actually. More and more here lately too. I feel like I'm doing this for nothing. I'm all right, Riley. We were supposed to win when North was. Oh, that sucks. Oh, nice. So you're gonna do like a. I've got a friend, Peerless. She does like on TikTok. She does book talk or whatever. It's 2 girls and a book or something like that, or 2 sisters and a book. Her and her sister review, uh, do book reviews on TikTok. So good luck. Good luck with that, Peerless. Um, Oh, that's nice. Welcome, Ruka. It's the final brain cell. Dee 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 dee. Dee 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 dee. So do I, Asher. So do I. I understand. What up, Hellbat? Awesome. I'll look at it as soon as I can. Yeah, okay. I like the Deadpool. Okay, fucking okay. All right, I'm about to stop the live again. I really need you guys to go to the community and read the community posts that Crystal and I made recently.
Yeah.
Well, it's not just the relevance towards the drawing or the art specific. It's the fact that people come into the chat, then they start talking about whatever they want. I get people coming in and talking about all kinds of stuff that disrupts the chat from actually being, fun for everyone. And, it's kind of annoying to try to deal with. And like yesterday, I had a big problem several times. Somebody's like, well, you're quiet today, Keith. And I explained why I'm quiet or what's going on. And then the next thing I know, there's 20 people talking over me again and talking over and making up whatever topic they want to talk about, or, what all the different stuff that I'm like actively trying not to do in my channel. That also runs people away from my channel, which hurts my channel. The fact that this live's only got 11 likes and 4 people watching it is part of the problem. I have 3,600 people in my chat, and I can't get people to like things or see or watch stuff or comment on things. I can't get people to help support the channel. And then my favorite is I can't support the channel, I'm broke, or I can't help support the channel, I'm broke. And then tell me about the things that you're buying that people buy. Oh, I just got this set of has-been cards, or I got this set of whatever, or I'm doing this, or I'm doing that. And that's all great and wonderful. I'm glad that you guys get to do stuff and have that, but you also then tell me flat out you can't help the channel out in any capacity. Uh, like it's a, it's a little messed up in my head. I'm broke, but I can afford 10 monsters every week, every month. Hell, a monster's like $6, $5, $4, whatever, right? That is 3 months of my 99-cent membership. But everybody expects me to do and give or keep doing all the art and do this character or that character, and then I can't afford to do said character because markers cost money, canvases cost money, uh, all of those things. Nova, a lot of shit yesterday. This character's from Bub. Hi, Jenna. See, Asher, again, I appreciate that, but it's. Never mind. I don't know how to say what I'm trying to say here. Um, that's something. Okay. I don't know how to explain it. If you do, you do. I'd rather you just do it than tell me about it and then it not happen, if that makes sense. Hi, cats. I guess. I guess he looks like Beetlejuice. I don't see how he looks like Beetlejuice, but uh, other than they're both dead, zombie versus not. Zombie versus ghost or whatever, I guess. I'm a little upset overall, just still from yesterday. So, uh, not really tired, just kind of upset about how shit's been going. You're good. What's your question there, Cats? What's the question? It's mostly because the way things have been going, Cats, is I can't keep a track of the conversations that are going on. I have people over talking me all the time, and then I'm almost positive that people come into the chat and immediately leave because, regardless of what I'm painting, it's some random ass conversation going on as opposed to anything coherent. So the end result is just I need the conversations or the chats to be one way and stuff like that. So it's mostly the fact of nothing's been working right lately. And I went from bunch of views, bunch of stuff, bunch of people coming and going and following the thing to I'm losing a bunch of people. Um, and when the chats or when I'm doing a live, people are not subscribing, liking, staying around for the lives. So, um, yes, you can totally say the internet dad joke is fine. Well, I don't mind them talking to me, and I that's part of the whole thing is I enjoy talking to you guys. I enjoy hanging out, talking to you guys about art, telling you about different ways to do stuff, or challenge you guys to do art in different ways. I love that. That's an amazing fun time for me, or this is an amazing great time for me. But it's hard to do when has-beens getting talked about, or hell of a boss is getting talked about, or there's some kind of weird role-playing person coming in talking about they're the mask from fucking Jim Carrey's The Mask movie and stuff. Favorite horror movie altogether is The Stand by Stephen King. All-time highest ranked favorite horror movie, The Stand by Stephen King. The original Stand by Stephen King. Not the remake that they did a while back on Paramount Plus. That's fucking horrible. But the one that has what's his name? I can't remember the dude's name. Uh what is his name? Oh man, Gene I don't know. Anyway, what up, Ari? Some of Stephen King is. Probably you probably have not. It came out in the '90s. It's got the guy from Lieutenant Dan from Forrest Gump is the main character. Stu Redman. Um, it was a TV miniseries that they did. I like most Stephen King stuff. Some of his shit is horrible. Book wise, most of his books are really good. His TV show, movie adaptation stuff sometimes is atrocious. And I sometimes it's 100% I blame Stephen King for when his stuff is bad. Too a lot of the times is because he's like helping rewrite stuff and like, dude, you sucked at writing the book in originally when you couldn't figure out how to end something. Don't don't fuck up the TV show movie because you can't end it right either. And like, don't get me wrong, I love Stephen King books and stuff, but some of his endings are just lazy and shitty. Period. And Genya, really? is practice. Draw something every day. Draw stuff multiple times or stuff. Draw something, draw something different. Go back and draw something that you drew before and try it again. See if you do better. See what you would improve on. Take the risk of drawing things that you wouldn't normally draw. And lots of practice. Nah, I mean, none of it's weird in the book for Stephen King or for it, honestly. I know people think it's weird, and I know people have like all of these like issues with the book in certain aspects, but the book is really, really good. The Stephen King, the It's book is really good. I don't know how else to really say it, but the Stephen King book is probably one of his best completed books. Uh, for sure, in my opinion. But I know a lot of people read Stephen King or it and be like, "Oh my God, I can't believe he did that to those kids." Or, well, yeah, but uh, draw something different then. Oh, Carrie. Are you talking about the show, Carrie? I don't think it's going to be good. I don't think the Carrie show is going to be good. I think it's going to be stupid. Some of those don't work as shows. I don't think Carrie would work as a show. I think it just needs to be a movie. So, in my opinion, why does it need to end? Beetlejuice is a movie, and then I think there is a musical for Beetlejuice, like where they do something singing and shit wise, but I don't know. Beetlejuice is a horror comedy Tim Burton movie. So, thank you, cutie. It did have a musical, yeah. I think everything's gotten a musical. Evil Dead got a fucking musical. Evil Dead, and that's a movie that should never be a musical, but it's a musical, so whatever. I don't mind Harry Potter as a franchise. I don't like, the stuff that J.K. Rowling says and stuff, but like she's entitled to be a hateful, wrong bitch, honestly. Uh, you know, but I think I like the new Harry Potter books or movie show or the TV show idea. I think the show for Harry Potter will work really well. But I think the whole Snape becoming a black man adds a whole layer of racism to the movie that doesn't need to have, if that makes sense. Because when James was a dick to Snape as a kid in high school, when they were kids, and James is a white guy, it's one thing. But now that Snape is a black guy, that's a whole nother level of fucked up. Same way with Lily in that book series, honestly. It's going to make it a whole different undertone for the series that I don't really care for. It's a Broadway show, yes. I do. I remember the cartoon. I drew Beetlejuice, Lydia, and Beetlejuice from the cartoons. Uh, no, the shows are okay. So the movies are for my generation. Okay, the movies came out when I was in high school. Asher, Harry Potter movies came out when I was in school, and when I was like the books came out when I was in school. The movies started coming out when I was in high school. So that's for my generation of people. The shows is going to be for your generation and the younger people that have not been able to watch the movies or like the movies but want a version of it for themselves. So I think the show will be okay, but I don't think the show has issue, or I think the show is going to have issues. And yes, Stranger Things is live or a musical thing. So oh no, it's perfectly on topic. Maybe not this weekend, but I do want to see it. Crystal and I do want to see it. We're trying to figure out what we're gonna do for her birthday, and I think we're gonna go eat and do some other stuff. Maybe go to the horror place, Horror Nights, Universal Horror Nights here in Las Vegas this week, and maybe next week go see Spider Man or something. But I do want to go see Spider Man really bad. It's another reason why I painted the Brand New Day painting. Um, I really, really do want to see the new Spider-Man. I did see a review for it today that said that one of my, it wasn't a review or like a spoiler review, but it did say that John Jonah Jameson wasn't in the movie, and I'm a little disappointed that they did not get J.K. Simmons to be fucking J. Jonah Jameson again. But other than that, and I don't know if Sadie Swink is going to be Jean Grey or what, but I am curious to find out who she's going to be. I think she is going to be Jean Grey because I think it's the best way to bring in the new X-Men characters is have her or one of them tie into another franchise so that you give them basis to use or build off of. So, what up, Stargazer? What up, Zubul? Again, I've read all the books. Yeah, it's been a minute, Stargazer. How you doing? And hello, Ravioli. Why have you never seen any of the live act? How have you not ever seen those? Yeah, you're gonna have to. Uh, yeah, the internet's gonna be spoiler heavy in the next couple days. I'll probably watch the spoilers because I watched the Hellbat. If you ever get a chance, watch the show Heavy Spoilers. You'll like heavy spoilers. They talk about Invincible, they talk about X-Men, they talk about comic books, they talk about The Boys, they talk about all that stuff, and then they go in depth about comic book stuff with the movies and the TV shows and the stuff like that that they review. But heavy spoilers is what I recommend. I watch that channel all the time. Uh, I don't know Ravioli. Um, I have not seen it. No. Oh, Venom's not worth watching without watching Spider-Man, though. Yeah, you might want to. You need to watch. You need to watch the Spider-Man movies, especially Tom Holland's Spider-Man movies. My opinion is Tom Holland is the best Spider-Man combo. Okay, um, Spider-Man is the best combo of both characters. Peter and of Tom Holland, or Peter Parker and of Spider-Man. He's the best that does both characters. Okay. And then Tobey Maguire is hands down an amazing Peter Parker. Not as good of a Spider-Man, in my opinion. Andrew Garfield, shitty Spider-Man. Great, or shitty Peter Parker, great Spider-Man. He did Spider-Man really, really well, and he did Peter Parker not well. So, my opinion anyway. And that's how I rank the Spider-Mans. The Spider-Mans. I agree. Tom's the best balance. What up, Demon Slayer? How you doing? Hello, Ravioli again. Hello, Jenna. Then you really need to watch the Tom Holland Spider-Man movies. If you like both of those movies, then Tom Holland Spider-Man movies are your go-to. If you have Disney Plus, I'd say watch Civil War, uh, Far From Home, No Way Home, whatever, the Home trilogy. Watch the three Home trilogy movies, and then yeah. Deadpool is good. Deadpool 1, Deadpool 2, Deadpool 3 is good. I did like seeing Ryan Reynolds at the San Diego Comic Con in the weird jean jacket Deadpool costume. I thought that was cool. He's going to be in the movie Doomsday or Secret Wars, one of the two. I know he's in it, but because they're gonna use him as like kind of how the comic books used to use Howard the Duck back in the day to kind of explain shit. Uh, I bet that's my opinion of it. Anyway, so um, first one was great. Second one was horrible. Third one was meh. Um, I don't think you can have Venom without Spider-Man and Spider-Man without Venom. You need both. So the standalone Sony movies for horror villain or for their villains sucks in my opinion as a whole, specifically because you're taking away one of the elements that makes that or that character so good. Um, yes. Thank you, Jenna. Pretty good. Just pretty good. Well, all right. I have to try to do better then, I guess. Gene Pool. Yeah, the Canadian tuxedo was fucking funny. I thought the Canadian tuxedo comment was hilarious. Straight up hilarious. That was really funny. That was a cool meta joke and everything else too. So, but also layered because Deadpool's Canadian. Like he's an actual Canadian character. So there's that too. I don't like Kill Bill. I think Kill Bill is Quentin Tarantino's least good movies. To be honest with you, I think all of the Kill Bill movies, but all 2 or 3 of the Kill Bill movies are just fucking horrible. They're like the worst Tarantino flicks in my opinion. Well, I mean, that's fine. You can totally love Kill Bill. I don't like the movie. I think it's just my opinion. You're not wrong in your opinion. I just think that they're the worst of the like Tarantino movies that he does or that he has out is all. And again, nothing wrong with them. I just honestly believe. Um, okay, which one are you tagging me in, Ravioli? Because I'm just at your channel. So, uh, because I just pulled your channel up because I'm not getting a notification where you sent anything or I got tagged in anything. So, anyway, which video are you talking about, Ravioli? Hi, Emo Jax, how are you? Um, there's some really cute art, though, Ravioli. I can tell the characters you like a lot more, for sure. Nothing wrong with that, just... I just did. I saw it a second ago. Your Spider-Man. It's really cool. Wow. Very close. It's really close, actually. Welcome back. Our posts. Oh, nice. I like the... Or are you in your... okay. I still have not seen it, no. I'm not getting any notifications. Yeah. I still closed, but I'm not telling. Yeah, Hellbat, Spider-Man suit is definitely a pain in the ass. One of the comments that I got on Spider-Man, in fact, that I just did recently was, the suit is really cool, his face is ugly. So, that was one of the comments that I got recently. Okay. Ooh. Still not telling, but very close to all of you. Well, according to that person, this was ugly. Spider-Man's face is only a face that a mother could love, is what the comment was. So, yep. That was the comment. I mean, you know what? It is what it is. Um, ha. Hello, Grimly? Grimly. I mean, like I said, again, it's fine. People suck, and they can say what they want. My comment was everybody's entitled to be wrong or have a wrong opinion. And I know Crochet tried to defend me, and I appreciate that. Um, I did not. I left it. I left it after I commented and stuff. I didn't delete it because of the fact that Crochet commented on it and defended me. So I thought that was cool, and I said my piece and moved on. Welcome, welcome, Haru. Eighth short video. Okay. Yeah, I usually delete it and stuff, but here lately I'm just tired of having people people can say what the hell they want at this point anymore. Oh shit, it's Death. You did my OC. Oh fuck yeah. I don't know. On my one Demon Slayer post, there's like 150 comments of people telling me I suck there. So, you know. It's the one that I'm trying to get over 100,000 views, but I can't. It's like 800 away, and I can't get it to go. I can't get it over that mark. It is, Haru. It is. I was just about to write that down. Awesome. Thank you for doing Death. That's amazing. I gotta get her started as a comic soon. My comic for her soon. So, but happy birthday. Oh, I don't want to draw for any comic book that wouldn't be my own. I don't want to work for Marvel or DC or Image or anything like that. I really don't want to work for any of those companies. There's no loyalty in those companies. Um, so I'd rather do my own comics, to be honest with you, than anything else. I'm not, no. Because I got like 30 minutes to go, so I'm going to do something real quick. I'm going to finish cutting out the stencil for you. My handwriting is good? No, my handwriting sucks. Oh, it's all good, Haru. No worries. You're not in trouble. At least you're here. Hit the like button. That's all that matters. My handwriting sucks really bad usually. That is messy as shit in my opinion. So I'm glad that you think it's good, but disagree. Where did I put my exact knife? Set it on fire. I don't know. I've really had bad handwriting, to be honest with you. So I've always had I feel like it's always been bad, but my cursive is particularly bad. And also, I write in a weird way because most of my writing is what is called precursive writing, where most of it loops in anticipation of being cursive. I don't know if I have a can of black spray paint for this or not, but I'm just going to do this real quick because I didn't never get enough people saying yes to doing this or not to do this. And Cats, you're the only one that actually attempted it, so I'd tell you, I'd show you how to do it, but nobody else wanted to learn, really. More excuses and stuff again. I've drawn Ryan Reynolds, or I've drawn Deadpool several times. Really cool thing, Hellbat, is Rob Liefeld actually liked one of my paintings of Deadpool on TikTok a while back. Oh yeah, it is. Well, people bitch about art in general because they don't see how somebody did something or why somebody did it the way that they did it and the view that they did it. Like a good example is style versus I'm trying to think how to say it. Style versus I don't know. If your style, you paint or draw or do something, your style is going to always be your style. That's something like I even had to worry about with spray paint. So the way I do spray paint, this is an exception. This does not count. None of my spray paint looks like stencils at the end of the day. And so that gives it a very unique look to my work. So I built a style up with spray paint originally that kind of transferred over to what I'm doing now and markers and stuff. So
because I do a lot of it the same way. As well, I approach how I paint the same way that I do, or I did doing spray paint stuff.
Thank you, All Might. I appreciate the gold coin and welcome, welcome.
I take a gummy worm in real life. I had some gummy worms right now. Fucking Snickers bar. Yeah, that's why a lot of my like my spray paint stuff, you can't really tell and look at it and be like, oh man, that is spray paint, right? Like, because they don't look like stencils by the time I'm done with cutting the stencils or layering the paint or whatever. That's why like all my spray paint stuff is very uniquely different than other spray paint stuff like you see. Like even here in Las Vegas, there's spray paint artists that are out on Fremont and they all do the exact same thing. And don't get me wrong, it's fine, but it's also not. It's the same cookie cutter type art. And I don't mean like shit on anybody's art style in that case, but like the whole space galaxy cityscape thing with spray paint, everybody does that, and everybody can do that. It's not hard.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah. I fucking every time I get that, I ban the channel on my YouTube or on my Facebook. You can draw too. Look, just trace. Blah. No, don't just trace. Fucking draw. Get better on your own. That's right up there with AI in my opinion. That tracing app thing. And especially since like I look on Facebook and I see that that tracing app post has 1,000 likes on it or some shit, and I can't get 10 on a Facebook post on my end. Or some stupid AI art ad will pop up, and some idiot will be like, "Oh my god, I can't believe you did that." Well, they didn't. It was fucking AI. Hey, Froggy. I've heard somebody said something about that show, or I've heard about that show. I don't know. I'm just so lazy lately to watch TV or try to get involved in any TV shows anymore. Like right now, I'm watching House of the Dragon and loving the shit out of that. But I like Game of Thrones mostly. Thing I like about Game of Thrones, I think the most, is that you root for people to die in that show. You root for characters to get killed, and then you're like you cheer for them, certain ones when they die. And I think that's the only show that I've ever watched that I'm like, you know what, man, that person needs to die an unhonorable, shitty death, and then you get rewarded with it eventually, or you don't. But yeah. Oh, nice. Uh,
I have seen where people on like TikTok and stuff bitched about that show that because nobody can say the word out loud because it's a weird Japanese pronunciation or just weird word in general. So people have a problem trying to say it out loud. I thought that was funny. Or I've heard where people were like bitching at each other for not saying it correctly.
I'm pretty good, Sophie. I'm all right. I think you should draw other things than that because you've drawn that a lot, right? You've drawn those characters a bunch. Branch out and try something different. Definitely try it again, cats. You've got the picture saved, right? I'm all right. I mean, I'm not great, but I'm all right. When I start making sales and making more money, so I can, I don't know, buy a Crystal birthday present this year or next year would be really great. Part of the problem I'm having is like I'm not making any money right now, and I got like quite a bit of things that I got to get paid for. So once that shit starts getting better, maybe everything else will get better. But right now, I'm just okay. Yeah, Hellbat, I think you should like expand out from just comic stuff. But if you do Cyclops from X-Men 97. He's got a neat look to him. Don't get Discord. I don't see the point in Discord, honestly, other than for people to be stupid on in one way or the other. That's the reason I'm not going to have a Discord channel for this stuff. Not enough oversight, and I have to be the oversight, and I'm not doing that for this. So too much. Oh, it's all good. Welcome back, Genya. Well, that's cool, Hellbat, but you should also draw other things than just that. Yeah, that sucks, Tanya. Yeah, I mean, if you hope to be a comic book artist one day, that's great and all, and I'm for it. But there's more to drawing comic books than drawing comic books characters. You have to figure out posings, you have to figure out different looks and aesthetics and things like that. So when I say you should draw something other than a comic book character, draw an anime character, draw a cartoon character, draw something else to help give your brain a break from seeing those lines the same way every time. It helps you grow as an artist to do other things of art than just one. That's why I draw anime, I draw comic books, I draw people, I draw everything. I could draw any comic book character almost you give me because I can also draw an anime character. I can also draw a TV show character, a live action real person kind of thing. All of those skills go together, Hellbat.
And that's why you also see anime artists drawing comic book covers for certain things that they like, or whatever. You know, that's a good reason why you see people drawing outside of their own fandoms. You got to draw the same eyes on both sides. What are you talking about, Genya? But yeah, when I say that, that's me, speaking from experience that all the different things you do art wise build up to you being a better artist all around. So if you want to be a comic book artist and do comic covers specifically, you're going to have to learn how to draw several different comic book styles, several different types of characters, and more. So, that's why I'm trying to that's why I say it. What? Do what you want.
That's part of the learning process, Genya.
Yeah, that's part of the learning process. Yeah, you guys always ask me why I don't just draw one thing, and I try to explain that and live that is I don't draw just one genre of art because all of those things that I draw help me be better at everything else that I draw. So the more you draw, the more you get better at seeing lines differently, moving your pencil or your paper, your stuff differently, seeing a different perspective or a different like lane of attack on how you're going to start drawing whatever you're drawing or how you're going to frame out the image at the end of the day. So all of those things are important. And people seem to get stuck and only draw one thing.
Well, then you can't draw one character. You can only do that. So, okay, then I'm done talking and answering questions on it. Never mind. Well, it's all good, Sophie. Yeah, don't drop the air fryer. Yeah, definitely don't drop the air fryer. I have no idea. Oh, nice. Maine Coon. I have no idea. I think maybe my Nifty for Crystal. I'm not sure. Maine Coons are really cool. I don't have a favorite gummy brand. Harborol. No, that's a lie. Harborol. Harborol. The German brand, the golden Harborol bears are my favorite, but not the ones we get here in America. The ones from Germany are better. They have better fruit flavor. Much, much better fruit flavor. I'll be right back. 1 second. Move, Ziggy. Move, Ziggy. Do this on an 8x10. I'll do cough mode when I get to them. Well, the American stuff doesn't have the same flavor overall. That's all. There's nothing wrong with it. It just definitely does not have the right overall flavor. So, yeah, we'll do this on 8x10. Yeah, and as for cough mo, I don't know when I'll get to cough mo. Honestly, because I don't I don't necessarily want to have conversations while I'm doing cough mo about why people are pissed that I'm not doing jacks, if that makes sense. Yep. Okay. Hello, Snowy. Yeah, I'm gonna take it outside too, so we're gonna go do this. Defend me how? Oh, no. Yeah, for sure. Definitely if you have a Maine Coon. 20-pound cat is 20-pound cat, so. Get Ziggy. What time is it, real quick? Okay, I do have time for this. Going for a walk real quick. Ziggy tax. All right, give me 1 second. I'll be right back. Welcome back, Butters. All right, so I just finished cutting the stencil. Now I'm laying the stencil. You lay it down. Normally, I would have like something to weigh this down, but I don't have any of the hardware that I used to have to do it anymore, and now you can just use cans of, paint, different shit.
You can use whatever you want. Nuts and bolts and hardware and stuff like that's usually the best thing for this, but it really doesn't matter what you use. But you want to do something to have, wait, hold on. I gotta grab something real quick. All right, guys. Sorry, I'm back. Oh, yes, MJ. Yeah, there's birds outside. They're chirping away, having a good old time. How's it going, man? This can of spray paint is dead, so that's part of my problem right now. And I'm gonna have a lot of overspray because I don't have anything weighted down. I try to be. Not at this second, no, because I'm outside right now. All right. You guys ready for the magic? And see if I had a better can of spray paint that's not almost dead. I'd, you know. But yeah, so there you go. That's how you do it. Not so hard, huh? So. And then now we'll do this. There we go. And he's clear coated and ready. Now, some of the cool things with this is, so like you see the background's white. You could have like used a different color. Like this is a brick red, or this is like a red color. So it's that red. I could have used that on there, or a blue color, or I could have used any color, or you could use like a color for the background and stuff. So, and that came from
that. So, Annie, are you okay? You okay, Annie? You've been you've been hit by a smooth Michael Jackson. But yeah, anyway, on that note, now I gotta go. So, on that note, I'll see you guys later. I'll see you guys after lunch. I don't know what I'm going to draw yet. It'll probably be like nifty. But there you guys go. So you guys got to see the spray paint stuff. So, and then also show you real quick. So, yep. And then you just go, boop, magic. All right, guys. See you later. Bye.